What up, peeps? Welcome to a new pickup video. This one, like always, is going to be a long one, so grab a snack and sit back for a super long video. I have some really awesome stuff to show you guys in this pickup video, and something that's going to be a little bit different from pickup videos starting right now going forward is that it is not going to be comprised of stuff that you've seen in the vlogs. The stuff you've seen in the vlogs will still be in the pickup video. However, I've decided to not show the things that I keep from the store in the vlogs, and I'm only going to be showing them in the pickup video. So every now and then you'll see some stuff that you have seen in the vlogs, but there will be things that you only see in the pickup videos that you do not see in the vlogs. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to this. I know I am. So let's just get started. I'm not going to be doing anything in any particular order, although I am going to start with all of the accessories, figures, systems, all that kind of stuff, and then we'll end with all the games. So first up, Abby grabbed a couple figures slash statues. She got this Skyrim statue here. Picked this up from, I think it was Another Castle up in Seattle. And then she also got another Witcher 3 statue here. So we now have two of these. She's trying to get all of them, I think. So, got two down. More figures here. We have some Final Fantasy VII figures that I got from Josh. We have Rarest with a chocobo. Super cool. These are from 1998. And then we have Sephiroth. And then Cloud. So those are super cool. These came from Josh's collection. Who knows how long he's had them. He probably has had them for 10 years. So those are super cool. I also got the Super Mario Brothers lunchbox with the thermos. The original thermos is in here. This is a plastic Aladdin lunchbox. Aladdin's the brand. They made a lot of lunchboxes. This is from 1988. So that is super cool. I've been looking for one of those for a long time. Alright. Next up, kind of a random item. It's a little heavy to pick up like this. Ugh. This is a PlayStation storage drawer, which is really cool. And it's got this little piece in here, which, according to the person that we got it from, is always missing. I haven't done too much research to try and, see what they go for online, so I haven't really looked at a lot of pictures, but I would assume that piece is probably always missing. But that is super cool. You always see the Nintendo 64 versions of these little drawers. You don't usually see PlayStation ones, and every now and then you'll see like Super Nintendo ones or something, but I've never seen a PlayStation one in person before, so I thought that was super cool. And then I got this little Knuckles Knuckles plush. This is from Sonic Underground. These came from Denny's, and I grabbed this from a Goodwill. It was 99 cents, if it'll ever focus. Well, it's not going to focus, but it was 99 cents. And then we also have the Ho-Oh figure. This is the pre-order bonus for Pokemon Heart Gold. This is complete / new in box. The figure inside is still sealed in its little baggie. I don't think the box ever came sealed. And then I got all these really awesome pins. Got these just recently. But these like old school pins. There's an NES and Super Nintendo one. There's a Super Punch-Out. This is a lenticular Ask Me About Donkey Kong 64 pin. There's also another lenticular one. This is Star Fox for Super Nintendo. Got a Diddy Kong Racing one. A Game Gear one. An Emperor's New Groove, the PlayStation 1 game. A Nintendo 64, like, Fantastic System one there. This is probably the coolest one, Super Metroid. And these are legit. These are not, like, homemade type deals. And then a PlayStation 2 console one. And then two of these Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles ones that come in these little baggies. So those are super cool. My buddy Luke found those at the Goodwill outlet and brought them into the store. I guess I'll move on to like systems and accessories. So we have a Sega Game Gear, and this is a different bundle from the one I already had. This one comes with Sonic the Hedgehog 1. I believe that the Game Gear that I had in the collection previous to this, at least the box version, came with Sonic 2. So this is just a different boxed variation for me, so that's super cool. Only the second Game Gear in the collection now. I also got another Genesis bundle. This is a Model 2 system that comes bundled with the 6-pack. So that's pretty cool. All my other Genesis systems are right over here. As far as Model 2s go, I have one that comes with Sonic Spinball, and then another one that comes with like an NHL game. It's supposed to come with a cushion, like a seat cushion, but that's missing. And then it looks like I have 2 Model 1 systems in the box, different bundles. So that's very cool. I'm trying to push things out of the way because there's a lot of stuff here. Another system. This one's really cool because this one I did not have in the collection yet, so this isn't just a box variation or something. This is the Sega Saturn that comes with Virtua Fighter. And I've been waiting to find a Saturn in the box for quite some time. I see them at conventions and stuff, but I've never found one that I thought was like cheap enough or whatever that I really wanted to add to the collection. But you guys know I only collect complete in-box stuff, and that includes systems, so I did not have a Saturn in the collection despite having like 60 games for it, so finally got a system. There's a couple more systems that I'm on the lookout for that I have games for but don't have the systems yet. I need a TurboGrafx 16, and I need a Master System, and then I need a Sega CD, and then there's some other random ones I don't really care about, like Intellivision, Atari 5200. I don't really care about those as much. So, moving on, I did get some Master System stuff, just not a system, but I have the control stick. And all these Master System accessories are in the boxes, but they don't have like any sort of styrofoam or cardboard inserts. I'm not sure what they originally came with, but anything like that is missing. Got the 3D glasses, which seem to be pretty hard to find in the box, so that's pretty cool. Box is pretty rough though. And then this one's really cool. I had never even seen one of these before. I'm not a big Sega Master System person, so I haven't really tried to seek this kind of stuff out, but I've never seen this one before, and it's the Sega Sports Pad. It's got like a little trackball controller, which that's pretty cool. And then I got this is a black Wii Remote that comes packaged with a black Wii Motion Plus adapter and then the sleeve. So the box is kind of ripped up on the top, but it is still there. And I have a few different like boxed versions of different Wii Remotes and different Wii accessories, and this is just one I didn't have yet, so I thought that was kind of cool. I'll probably replace the box at some point when I come across one, but it's not a high priority for me. Then we have an Atari 2600 joystick in the replacement box. This one's pretty cool. We actually had 2 of these, and one of them is for sale at my store, but there's the joystick in there. And I don't know if these ever came. I mean, it's got a G.I. Joe's price tag on it, so this must have been like for sale on a shelf. I just would have expected there to be like a box with like actual artwork. This kind of looks like a generic replacement piece that like Atari might have sent somebody if their controller stopped working. It does have that price tag on there though, so I guess they were on the shelf like this. But I'm curious to see if they were ever released in like standard packaging. Like I said, this one just looks generic. Alright, so this is kind of weird. So, a guy brought this into the store. This is the last issue of Nintendo Power. And he brought this in, he's like, it doesn't have the poster. And I was like, okay, cool, still interested in it. And then I had someone contact me, I think it was through Facebook, saying that they had a sealed one that they wanted to send me, which is super cool, and you can see the poster on the back there. So, this is a brand new, never been opened, sealed last issue of Nintendo Power, which is super cool. And I was like, okay, awesome, I'll just keep both of them, one opened, one sealed, that's awesome. And then the guy who brought in the opened one came back to the store and brought me the poster. So technically, they are both complete now, which is cool. This poster, I'm just going to slip in the front cover of that magazine. but I will be keeping both of these. It's super cool. I've been looking for one of these for a while. I have most of the Nintendo Power issues, but most of the ones that I do have are the older ones. So once you get to like the GameCube era up through like the end, those are most of the ones I'm missing. I think I have 1 through like 120. I have like every single one, and then I have a lot of the ones that are in like the late N64 era. And then, like I said, after that I'm missing a bunch, but it's very cool to get the last issue. It's, you know, an iconic remake of the first issue cover, which is super cool. A couple more accessories here. I got a original Game Boy cleaning kit in the box. An original Game Boy 4-player adapter in the box. And an original Game Boy rechargeable battery pack in the box. Very cool stuff. So, looks like we have a few more systems here, so I might as well go through those. We have a silver Game Boy Advance SP. Very cool. Also, a regular purple original Game Boy Advance with an old $4 Salvation Army price tag on there. That's cool. Then, a black and blue DS Lite. A black DS Lite. And finally, a brand new, never been opened, new 2DS XL Pikachu edition. Super, super awesome stuff. I don't really add too many boxed DS systems to the collection, although I could easily, because I have a ton of empty boxes for different colored systems in the closet, and we get these kind of things traded into the store all the time, and I just never think about it. The systems aren't hard to find, so if I let the boxes pile up, it's not a big deal. Eventually, I'll be able to get the systems for them, but these ones came in complete, so I figured I'd just keep them that way and add them to the collection. One more little accessory here. I have the Starlink controller mount thing for the Switch. This is still sealed in the original box. I do not have the Starlink game or any of the things for it, but I think this one, I can't remember if this was traded into the store, if I found this at Goodwill or something, but either way, I just thought it was kind of cool. Decided to keep that one. So, one more little accessory type thing here. We have these original NES game preservers, these little plastic blue cases. You guys have probably seen these everywhere. But this has like the original box with it, which is cool. We got this from a game store up near Seattle. And I think that that's just about all of the systems and accessories and stuff. So from now on, the rest of this video should just be games. So we're going to start off, got a couple big box ones here. We have the Nerf N-Strike in the big box, obviously, here for the original Wii. It's opened, but it's all in there. Pretty cool stuff. And then for the Switch, I got the Lumens Remastered Deluxe Edition. This came from Limited Run, and this was the first special edition Limited Run Switch game that I was able to get. And the box is massive. It's just huge, huge box. Alright, so moving on to DS and 3DS. So we have SNK vs. Capcom Card Fighters DS, Lunar Dragon Song, Worms Open Warfare, and then a couple 3DS like special editions here. These are both factory sealed. We have Radiant Historia Perfect Chronology, whatever, Launch Edition Atlas game here, sealed like I said, and then also the Alliance Alive. And we have a copy of this at the store, but it's just the regular case version, so this one comes with an art book, soundtrack, and a keychain. So that's pretty cool. And then for the original Wii, we have the Sesame Street Cookies Counting Carnival. This comes sealed with a little Wii remote cover, and I have, somewhere behind me, I have the Elmo one, which has a red Wii remote cover, which is pretty cool. Where is that? Here it is. So, got both of them now. I'm pretty sure they only did these two, but that's a cool little set. Both of these are sealed. They're not worth very much. I just think it's a cool little, cool little set. And then I have a sealed copy of Crazy Mini Golf 2, nothing too spectacular. And then a sealed copy of Harvest Moon Animal Parade. So, Not adding too many Wii games to the collection, but when I get them sealed, why not? Got a few Wii U games here, and with these, I actually completed the Wii U set, the North American set, and I'm still looking for variants and stuff like that, but with these, I have one of every game that was released in North America. So we have Transformers: Rise of the Dark Spark. That was actually the last one we needed. And then Hot Wheels: World's Best Driver. And then these two were kind of variations. We have Just Dance 4. I only had a sealed copy, so this is an opened copy. And then Just Dance 2017. Before this, I only had the 2017 Gold Edition, and it was sealed. This is the regular 2017, and it's an opened copy. We have one original Xbox game, and that is The Punisher. Just haven't been getting too many Xbox games that I've had any desire to add to the collection. I'm going for the complete set, you know, for every system, but I'm not really focusing on Xbox yet, so the only games I'm really trying to add to that set are the ones that are hard to find, or just ones that I've never seen or heard of before. So that's the only one. We have a few Japanese games here, which were a gift from one of our customers who went to Japan, and he brought some stuff back and brought them to the store and gave them to us as gifts, which was super, super awesome and very thoughtful. So we have Animal Crossing for the Gamecube, which is probably in my top 3 favorite Gamecube games of all time, so it's really cool to get the Japanese one, and that is complete. And these were gifts to Abby and I, so they're not just all mine, but he also brought us Mario Kart 64, and these are all complete, like I said. Ocarina of Time, that box artwork is so cool. And also Kirby 64. So super awesome stuff. That's 1,000 yen on there, which is like 9 something, like $9 and some change. So that is super awesome. Thank you so much. And then I'm trying to think of what to do next. We have a lot of Switch stuff. I guess I'll go with Switch. This is in no particular order. These have just been stacked up as I've brought them home and put them on the stack. So the ones on top here are going to be the ones I've gotten more recently. And the first one is Tiny Troopers XL Joint Ops. I just picked these up today, actually. So this is a Walmart exclusive, limited to 5,000 copies. And I had to drive into Oregon to get one, which Oregon's not far. I live 5 minutes from Portland. But out of the five Walmarts that are in Vancouver, none of them had it when I was calling around. So I was lucky and I found one in Gresham, Oregon that had a couple. So I picked that up today. I got Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. This was on sale for $20, brand new at Walmart. I picked this up the other day when I was trying to get this. So at least I didn't leave empty-handed. I thought that was a great price for $20. Then we have Little Dragon's Cafe. We picked this up from another castle up in Seattle, and Abby really wanted to play this one. Somebody was recommending it to her, so we grabbed this from that store. And then Pixel Junk Monsters 2. This is a limited run game, which I didn't even realize till after we bought it, but we got this from Pink Gorilla up in Seattle. This is a sealed copy. It looks really cool, so we might open this at some point once I'm done with Octopath Traveler. I have a lot of hours to go in that game. Next up, this is one that I didn't really talk about much, but this is Nightmare Boy. And this comes in like a big box here, and I'm not sure exactly what it comes with, but this was a PAL release. And I just happened to see this on eBay. It was like $28.50 with free shipping from the UK for a brand new Switch game that comes in a big box. And so I was like, why not? Like I said, I don't know exactly what comes with it. It looks like it doesn't really say. I'm assuming it's more than just a game, because then why would they put it in a big box? But I don't know, I thought it was kind of cool. And it was cheap. Then we have Lapis Labyrinth Limited Edition XL from NIS America. Pretty cool stuff. This looks like a really cool game. And then also, this is Atelier Lalua, the Scion of Arland, limited edition for the Switch, also from NIS America. And then we have a sealed copy of Legendary Fishing. Probably won't open that one. SteamWorld Dig 2. It's crazy that I'm just showing this now because I feel like I played this game so long ago, but I played through this whole game, I beat it, I loved it. Great game. And then we have Cave Story Plus. I believe we already had this game in the collection, but it was still sealed, and so we got this opened copy here. Comes with the cartridge is in the other room, but it comes with like a little soundtrack disc and a really thick old school NES looking manual, which is really cool. And then another game that I feel like I played forever ago and beat was It'll Do 2, or It'll Do 2 Plus, I guess it is. But I loved this game as well. It's a Zelda clone, but it's really hard. I would recommend this game. It's a lot of fun. And then we have Penny Punching Princess, which is another NES America game. We have the limited edition in the collection already sealed, but then this one came into the store and it's just a regular standard edition, but it was also already open, so figured I would keep that one, and because I do want to check the game out at some point. Like I said, I'm still playing Octopath Traveler, so it'll be after then, but this game looks pretty cool, so I'm going to be checking that one out. The cartridge is also in the other room. I have a little like question block thing that holds like 8 Switch games, I think, and I have a bunch of them in there. Then we have Touhou Kabuto Burst Battle 5. I probably did not pronounce it correctly, but this is a sealed copy, but this is the standard edition. I only had the limited edition version, so decided to add that one to the collection as well. Alright, let's go back and do some old school stuff. I have some Atari games here, and one 3DO game. I don't add this kind of stuff to the collection too often, but there's some cool stuff here. So we have Indy 500. Comes in a big box with the racing or the driving controllers. In pretty good shape. And then we have Combat. And I believe... So this is my first copy of Combat. And I don't think that any of these are duplicates, but some of them have different like boxes. Like these are the flip open style ones, which I guess are a little harder to find or a little more desirable. So we got that one. We have Surround. These are also in really nice condition. Blackjack, and I'm looking at my Atari games because they're right up here. It looks like I do have Blackjack, but it's the Telegames version, and it's in a black box. This one's green, so I'm not like super into the Atari stuff, so I don't really know what I'm going to do yet. Like, am I going to keep this one? Am I going to keep the other one? Am I going to keep both of them? Who knows? I'm not really worried about it. And then Video Olympics. These are all the little flip ones. And then for the 3DO, we have the Perfect General. And my 3DO games are right there as well. I don't have too many. About 10, including this one. But I do have the 3DO system that we got early on after the store opened. So, can't really be picky with this kind of stuff. I kind of just have to add whatever I can get. Because I'm not going to go on eBay and buy 3DO games. But it is cool when they come into the store and, you know, get to add them to the collection. So, let's move on to... I know what I'm going to save for last, for sure. So, stuff you've already seen. So let's move on to Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance. I got quite a bit here. So first up is a sealed Game Boy Advance video of Codename Kids Next Door, Volume 1. And then I also have this, this isn't a game, but this is like a pre-order bonus, I guess, for Pokemon Emerald. It's a little collector's tin. It's got the little slipcover here. There's the tin, and then you open it up, and it's got the official Frontier Battle Pass, and then this is pretty cool. It's got a VIP ID card, which is still on the little thing there, and then there's just a little insert for the Game Boy Advance, but this is really cool. They do have a little bit of value, but I love getting the pre-order bonuses just like this, and just like the Ho-Oh figure. The little pre-order bonuses, in my opinion, they're not required to like have a complete set, but it's like having 101% complete for a game. Like if you get this plus Pokemon Emerald complete, you have like a nice little set. And I always think that's cool to be able to add that kind of stuff to the collection. So moving on, we have Pac-Man Collection for the Game Boy Advance sealed. And then we have a complete Men in Black, the series for Game Boy Color. Animal Snap, Rescue Them 2x2. I believe this is a sealed copy. It feels like a reseal, but it's Ignition Entertainment, and I know that some of their games, some of those like really small, weird publishers have like bad seals sometimes, so it could be legit. It's like a $5 game either way, so if it's not a legit seal, it doesn't really matter. And then this is a factory sealed Pokemon Sapphire. Box has a little bit of damage and everything, but it's not like ripped open. This is super, super cool. This one came into the store along with almost every other Pokemon game, but they were all just complete in box. This is the only one that was sealed, and I thought that was super, super cool to add to the collection. We also have Pokemon Fire Red version. This one does not have a cartridge yet, but that's the easy part to find. It's the player's choice version, so I am trying to get both. The original one, I believe, comes with the little wireless adapter for Leaf Green and Fire Red, and the player's choice versions did not. So, still very cool. This one's in like mint condition. Then we have Rebel Star Tactical Command, and this one is also missing the cartridge. I think every single one of these from now on is missing the cartridge. So these are all box and manual. We have Mega Man Battle Network 5 Team Proto Man, and this one still has the plastic on it. I don't know if it'll show up very well, but it's in really, these are all in like mint condition. Summon Knight Swordcraft Story, Mega Man Battle Network 6 Psybeast Gregar, if that's how you pronounce it, I'm not sure. This one is just a condition upgrade. That's Final Fantasy VI Advance. So my older copy is going to be going to the store, so this one technically will be complete, and I'll have an extra box manual for sale at the store. And then Gunstar Superheroes. We actually have a cartridge of this at the store, but I'm not too worried about getting it, so I'm going to leave that one at the store. I'll just pick one up at some point down the road. I have one NES game, one Lonely Commando, and it's also, the box is pretty rough on this one. And then also only one Super Nintendo one. This is just a box, and that's Mario's Time Machine. Just picked this up recently from Retro Game Trader. It was $12. So it's not an expensive game or an expensive manual or even an expensive box, but it's a Mario game that I didn't have yet. So box only, I'm happy with that for $12. And then we have some Sega stuff. I have it all just like in one pile here, so I'm going to kind of go through. So I have one Sega CD game, that is Hook. Comes in the cardboard box. Pretty cool stuff. And then two Saturn games. I have Virtua Fighters Kids, which I think is just so funny. It's like little chibi versions of Virtua Fighter. And then also Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. So this one's kind of cool. I already had the case and the artwork and the manual and everything for it. And then a disc-only copy got traded into the store, and I didn't remember that I had the case until like a couple days later. And I was like, wait a minute, I think I have that case. And so I pulled it out, and I was able to complete it and add it to the collection. So that's super cool. And then two Genesis games here. We have Streets of Rage 2. And yes, that one is complete. And then also Alicia Dragoon. So I believe this is one of the first ones that I did not show in the vlogs that came into the store. And so if you guys have been watching up to this point, thank you for one. But also this is the little benefit of watching the pickup videos, or at least watching them all the way through, is that you get to see the stuff that I did not show in the vlogs, and that is one of them. So moving on to Nintendo 64, which is my favorite, of course. I have some cool stuff here. I have a Grey Cart variant of Hydro Thunder, and also a not for resale Majora's Mask, which is super cool. Gray cartridge version, the gold cartridge version. The Grey Cart not for resale of Majora's Mask is like $1,000, so I don't know if I'll ever get that, but very happy to get that one. This one was traded into the store. I thought that was really cool. Then we have GT64. A sealed copy of Ready to Rumble Boxing Round 2. Rampage 2 Universal Tour, missing a manual still. Resident Evil 2, that one is complete. Top Gear Rally 2, in really nice condition. Picked this up from Next Level Games, up a little bit north of Seattle. And then the Ocarina of Time Collector's Edition, with the plastic still on the box, in mint condition. So this is going to replace the one I previously had, and my old one is going to be going into the store for sale. This came from Game Gurus up near Seattle. Super cool stuff. Alright, so we still have PS1, PS2, Dreamcast, and Gamecube. So we will start with PS2, I guess, and all 4 of these little piles we have here have really, really good stuff in them, so I'm excited. PS2 here is in no particular order, just like the Switch stuff. It's just when I brought it home, I stacked it up, so the stuff on top is the more recent stuff. So we have Grim Grimoire, I believe is how you pronounce it. We have a factory-sealed copy of Obscure, which I got from Pink Gorilla. Futurama, and I really want to get the Xbox version. I've been looking for it for a while, but every time I see it, it's at a store, and it's overpriced, unfortunately. But I found the PS2 version here for a little bit cheaper than what it goes for, so I was happy to grab that one. Endgame, which is just a game I've never heard of, so I decided to keep it when it came in. Growlancer Generations Deluxe, in the big box here with the plastic still on it, which that is super, super cool. Now I have both collector's editions of both Growlancer games for PS2. Heroes of Might and Magic Quest for the Dragonbone Staff. Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monster Coliseum. I don't think any of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Games that I have in the collection actually have the cards that are supposed to come with them. So at some point when I'm getting close to like finishing some of these sets and I'm missing the cards, I'll probably just go on eBay and buy the cards I need. I know that a couple of them can be kind of expensive, but I think most of them are cheap because they're probably not, used to play anymore. And I know with Yu-Gi-Oh! The cards that aren't really being played tend to be cheap, so I'll get those eventually. Samurai Warriors 2 Empires. Pac-Man World Rally. Digimon World 4, so now I have both Digimon games. A sealed copy of Tony Hawk's Project 8. It's got a little rip-up here and some stickers and stuff, but still cool. Firefighter FD18. I was really happy to see this one. That's a pretty uncommon game. The first Fatal Frame. A sealed copy of Full Spectrum Warrior. A sealed copy of Trigger Man. A sealed copy of SOCOM 3. A sealed copy of Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. Then we have Beatdown Fist of Vengeance, Capcom game. And then 7 Samurai 20XX. So lots of really quality PS2 titles there, and a bunch of sealed ones as well. So cool stuff. So next up, let's do Dreamcast. So very recently, a big Dreamcast bundle came into the store, and I did not show these games. So this is your first chance to see them. So I am going to do these in kind of a particular order here, saving the best for last. So the first one here actually didn't come in that bundle, but that is Railroad Tycoon 2 Gold Edition. I think this one came in like a month ago or something. And then we have Midway's Greatest Arcade Hits Volume 1. I already had Volume 2, so I figured I would hold on to Volume 1 as well. I'd really like to finish, or like focus on the Dreamcast set and get it finished. It's just so hard to find games for it. I think with these, I'm up to like 98 Dreamcast games, 98 or 99, which is respectable, but I think there's something like 350, somewhere around there, so I still have a long way to go. But there's some really good stuff in here. So we have Cyber Troopers Virtual On Oratorio Tangram, I think is how you pronounce it. And then we have Bomberman Online, Power Stone, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Power Stone 2, and then this one I was so happy to see. This is one of the more expensive Dreamcast games. This is in like top 5, I believe, if you don't count like limited edition type stuff. But this is Cannon Spike. And there's a few other like really expensive ones, obviously, that I would like to knock off the list. Illbleed is one of them. There's like Gigawing 2, a couple other ones. I have Bangai-O, that's not super expensive, but I do have that one. I have Skies of Arcadia, but I was very happy to see that. I actually did a series of videos a while ago. It was called like the rarest and most expensive blank games. So I did NES was the first one. I did Dreamcast, original Xbox, and Nintendo 64. I haven't done one in a very long time. I haven't ended the series. I just haven't really had time to work on it. But ever since doing that video and seeing the prices that the rarest Dreamcast games were going for, I was like, this is a pretty doable set. There's not that many games, and the most expensive ones aren't that expensive compared to other systems. But you just never find them. That's the problem. Like you might see them at conventions or at other game stores, but they're going to be expensive. And obviously, if you go on eBay, they're expensive. But Cannon Spike was on that list in the video that I made, so I thought that was really cool to add that one to the collection. Alright, so moving on to PlayStation 1. Once again, no particular order on this one here. We have the Ark the Lad collection, and I just got these box protectors in, so this one is in a protector here. It's a little big, but it's the closest one that's going to fit unless I order a custom one, which would be way too expensive. So, got that. We have Street Fighter Alpha 3. A sealed copy of Street Racquetball. Very rare. No, it's not. Armored Core Project Phantasma. G-Police Weapons of Justice. This is just a game I never heard of. It's not anything special. Rhapsody, a musical adventure. Super cool. Sheep. Just another game I never heard of, but it's a cheap one. Everyone's favorite game, Bubsy 3D. Shadow Madness. Another one I'd never heard of. Treasures of the Deep. One Piece Mansion. A sealed copy of WWF Attitude. This one's super cool. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's a pretty hard to find one. The Lost World Jurassic Park with the lenticular cover there. It's pretty cool. Simpsons Wrestling, which I had heard of, but I'd never owned a copy. And what a cool idea for a game. And to finish it off, the worst game in the whole bunch, we have Gallop Racer. It just happened to be the last one on the stack there. Alright, so we're moving on to Gamecube now, and if you guys watch the vlogs, you'll know what the special one is here, the one I'm going to end the video on. But I will do these kind of in order as well. So first up we have Alien Hominid. I had it for PS2, but I didn't have it for Gamecube, and once I finish up the N64 set, which I'm 12 games away currently, I'm going to be focusing on Gamecube. So I figured, why not? And then we have Animaniacs, The Great Edgar Hunt, which is a fairly uncommon, tough to find Gamecube title. I had never owned one before this, and I've been collecting and buying and selling since like 2007, 2008. So it's been quite a while and I've never had one, so it just shows how hard it is to find. Then we have Ribbit King, which goes for more than Animaniacs, but I've actually had a few copies of this one over the years, so I don't know what that says about anything. And then we have the Resident Evil 10th Anniversary Collection, which is the little boxed version here that has Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil 1, and Resident Evil 4. So that's pretty cool. Got that one off of eBay. And then finally, you guys probably know what it is. This is a factory sealed copy of Pokemon Box Ruby and Sapphire. And this one also is now in a protector. I made sure to order one right away. Factory sealed copy here. Got this from Super Smash Games in Tacoma, Washington. Very, very happy to get this. And that's it for the pickup video. So I don't know exactly how long this has been. My camera doesn't tell me until I hit the end button. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed. I know it was probably super long, like they always are. But I know you guys enjoy the longer videos, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this one as well. I want to thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys made it to the end. Thank you for sticking around and sticking through it. I appreciate it. Don't forget to smack the like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys again next time.